Hello all, welcome to the channel. I'm Neeraj Pandey, and today we're going to discuss. Today is Saturday, by the way, 5th of February 2022, and today being the book review day, let us talk about a book which, in a way, impacted my life too. I was just out of the college preparing for MBA exams, and one of my lecturer suggested this book to me. Since this book was published in 1989, after that it has sold more than 25 million copies, and it has become one of the management principle book that many people recommend. And also, it was the first non-fiction book which was converted into audiobooks, and it has become very famous. 1 million audiobooks were sold of this book. The writer is Stephen R Cove, and those who like book and who read book would have guessed it right. The name of the book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And this book is, as I told you, has impacted my life also. This book, if you read from first page and gradually go to the last page, it is suggested by the author also that you can, read the first habit or the first page again and again till you understand. And he has suggested you to read it multiple times till it is very clear in the mind, and I agree with it. Okay, so what are the habits that he has spoken of? What are the habits that Stephen R Cove has given the principle? He did a lot of research. If you read his book, the preface has already he has written the preface where he has told what exactly he did in order to get these 7 habits. Okay, a lot of principle and a lot of work has gone in identifying these 7 habits that one must have in his own life, so that you can become one of the most effective person. Okay, so this book, why it sold so many copies? Because the first habit that it is talking about is independence. Stephen says that you have to be independent first in order to become interdependence. Both these words are 2 different words, independent and then interdependence. Okay, so these are 2 different habits that 7 habits has incorporated in it. So after the independence, he has given the book the habit that is called be proactive. You know the meaning of be proactive. Be proactive means whatever, no matter what happens, whatever you decided, you do that. Okay, so that is be proactive. The third habit is begin with the end in mind. Whatever we do, whatever we start or whatever we plan to do, we must always have a clear picture. What are we going to get out of it? What is the objective and what will be the end result of this? Then the next habit is the fourth habit, put first things first. Priority setting is very important, and very nicely in this book he has mentioned how do you set the priority, because his logic is very simple. He says that we always tend to work more on least priorities and less on most priorities. So he has given you the methods how you can decide what is your priority number 1 and how you can work on it. Okay, then the very next habit that is we're talking about, 5th habit, is think win-win. And this is one habit which impacted me a lot. Whenever we talk in general, or we are in social life, or when we are talking about our family and friends and etc., we tend to be a little more selfish. But when you read this chapter, this habit, it tells you that not only in your business life but also in your personal life, thinking win-win situation for every stakeholder who are involved becomes much better. People understand you, think that you are rational, and this is how the rational behavior or analytical behavior comes in you, or people start believing in you, and they think that you can be a better analytical person, or better judge, or better mediator. Okay, so this is what worked for me, because I started thinking win-win. I started involving all the parties which were there, and accordingly taking the decision. So win-win is a very good habit. And then the very next second last habit, that was penultimate habit, synergize. So synergize is a synergy of everything that if you read. I'm not going to go much in detail, but I read this book approximately around 20 years back, 21 years, no, more than that. In fact, I think 2000 I read this book, so it was almost 22 years back I read. But I remember a lot of principles very clearly in mind which was given, and I kept that book. I gifted this book to my wife, I gifted this book to my friends whom I wanted to get influenced by this book, and they all liked it. So this is a very good book. And the last point is the habit 7 is sharpen the saw, which we all know. Some where or the other in the books, in the our stories, we have read this sharpening the saw, which simply means that whatever is your talent, whatever is your potential, you work on that potential more and more. So that is the seventh habit. It concludes with the seventh habit. And Stephen R Covey has given a lot of large number of examples, wherein he tries to convince you that these 7 habits, if you have, you'll be highly effective in whatever work or environment you are. Okay, so I'll again reiterate the same thing. This book is one of the wonderful book. It is recommended by me also to you. And if you're young, if you're less than, say around 15 years, then his own son, Stephen R Covey's son, has written this book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. If you read that book, you will get a benefit of that also. So if you are less than 15 years of age, you can try reading the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Or if you are in above 15 years, you can go directly to this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's thumbs up to me if you ask me what rating you'll give out of 10. For me, this book is 9 out of 10. Okay, and who should read it? Everyone should read this book. It is one of the best book you will read in your life. It is a non-fiction. It is a lot of research work has gone, and one very interesting thing, not interesting, it is sad thing that I will tell you. Stephen R Covey died because of accident. He was cycling down on his near his house, and a car hit him, and sadly he died. If he could have been here, he could have given wonderful works to us. But still, he has given a lot of wonderful books. One of this is the best book that Stephen R Covey has given. I would recommend it again. All the best. Thank you. Read it, and please write in comments section how you liked the book and etc. Also, as I've been telling you, like and subscribe this channel. Spread to your friends if you like my views and etc. And let's go ahead and increase the community of the channel. Thank you. See you.